Hesitation.
Wait,
no, Windows.
Computer glitch.
Get him, Windows.
It's a stitch.
That's right.
Everybody, I hit play. Now let's see how long it takes.
See, I tried. That's what happens. Watch this. It's stuck. It's stuck.
It's not stuck.
It is stuck.
I hear that all the time, and I know because I use those lube. I did not mistake the Astroglide for the Crazy Glue.
It's karma. Karma comes back and hits you, and so what they did is set you up. You went over your limit of cuss words, which was
can't say shit. Shit is universal. That's fine.
You're supposed to be shit.
Shoosh.
See?
And it still ain't started. I hit play way back then. Oh, here we go. New sports. It's the new sports with girls in sports bras and swinging and slinging and sweaty nuts. Hot chocolate balls running around the field with old folks jogging in their shoes.
Hot chocolate balls. Wait a minute, dude. Come on.
Sweaty chocolate balls. Wait a minute. Sweaty.
You said hot chocolate balls, man. Why would you even want?
Sometimes in the wintertime, you get hot chocolate and you put these hot chocolate balls in them. What did you think I meant, Vic?
Anytime.
Sometimes I'm amazed at your mind, Vic.
Yeah, my mind is lost.
In the gutter, Vic.
It's lost, man.
What's wrong, Vic? Elevate.
Hey, that's okay.
That's elevate.
All right. When the pictures came up to do this show, and I said, okay, today, give me something close to the mind of Mario. So, bam.
So that shows you where his mind is. As you can see, I'm not. There are no saints up here. It's nasty.
See? Look at
They're all. They all are fornicators too. Right. They're fornicators.
All right, I want you guys.
Sodomites.
Right. Okay. I'm sorry.
Oh, Matt, you too, you sodomite.
See, I'm sorry.
I was listening to your broadcast.
Okay.
President Max out of control.
Oh no, I know
he's out of control.
He's gone.
So come on, Vic, get your nasty pictures. You got your pants down.
That's
with
right.
a big old X, cross, whatever.
Okay, Mac.
This must be a soccer fan.
Mac, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, man. Look, I'm going to be honest with you. Mario says that picture right there looks best to represent what Mac looks like after the game.
So why you going to put you going to go shooting at Mac? Mac, he's just mad because you said I like being called the righteous brothers. Vic, I embrace my aging.
That's okay.
Vic's still fighting his.
Oh, yeah, I do fight my aging. I do. I fight, you know what?
Because Vic's still, Vic, is 32. And I'm 60. Because, 50 is the new 60.
Right.
We 1 foot in the grave.
There you go. We pull it off real well, man. We pull it off real well. Okay, you guys, since we had a busy sports weekend, and it really didn't include Monday as it relates to sports, because all the sports happened with Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay, cool. Monday, we had the Boise State Virginia Tech game. Did you check out any of it?
Vic, and by the way, Vic, that's so unfair.
Why?
They have Monday Night Football on Thursday and Friday. Right. And then here they comes a Monday. There ain't no Monday. So here we are. We don't know when the hell football.
That's right.
They just trying so hard to make you buy satellite.
That's right.
Okay?
That's right.
Assholes.
That's
not even on the list.
Right.
I get to say that.
That's right. Look, you guys, we're in a new world. Competition is rearing its ugly head. So what you're going to find is carriers doing commercials blaming other contractual carriers that are not mentioned as the reason why you may not see a show. It's called divert the attention from the main problem. But this was not a problem. Yesterday, Virginia Tech was down 17-0 against Boise State. It looked like Boise State was on its way. But
they came out. First of all, Vic?
What?
Did this not continue? I had people in the room. Okay, this continued on the trend we said of excellent games.
Yes.
I had people in the room with me who did not care about football. I had some women who don't even know football, right?
Right.
And they were like, wow, look at that game was so exciting. Look at the 33-30, and at first Boise State came out like they was on fire.
Yes, sir.
Talk about offensive play, you guys.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. These games have been something else.
Right. And it stands to reason that most people are looking at the years that have gone by with Boise State, because every time it comes up to the BCS championship, whether they go undefeated, they are never good enough to go to the championship game. So they get to start off number 3 this year. Now, the question I have, because
on some polls, I saw where there's this issue between, I guess, the writers poll. There's a difference in depending on who you look at. Coaches poll, writers poll, BCS.
Yes.
Because on one of the polls, they're like 10,
That's
11.
Correct. That's right. So the problem.
Read my sport.
Wait a minute.
I ain't no average bear.
Wait. Okay. Here's the question that I have more than anything else. If I was out, I was playing trying to do two roles: festival, Ndugu Chancellor, hanging out, but then keeping up score with the game and trying to get a few highlights. The question I have that 17-0 is misleading because Virginia Tech has some turnovers. So the part that's getting me is that you look at the end of the score and the end of the game, Virginia Tech was leading up until 1 minute left in the quarter. Now, the question I have for you is, what were you thinking when Boise State was leading 17-0 in the first quarter?
I think it's going to blow them out, but let me tell you something else. They really both teams showed real heart. Virginia Tech showed real heart in the way they came back.
Right.
And the quarterback just exceptional, and the running back. These kids were playing hard.
Yeah.
They were playing hard, so I was amazed at how persistent they were, how they never gave up.
Right.
And it was just an amazing piece, Vic. Too bad you were out there merging it. I was able to sit in front of a big TV and be a couch potato for this one.
Well, I got to do the replay because the one thing I love about money speaks loudly. So they rebroadcasted the game later on, a few hours later, so I got to see the game. Now, before I even go any further, Norman Ross gives you a shout-out, man, real quick.
That's Normie. Freezing his ass off in Cleveland, but it's not right now. But you know it's coming, Norman. Norman, enjoy the sunshine.
Right.
Get out there, Norman. Get that tan. You know, that's to last you for a while.
There you go.
Expose those body parts. Get them some sun.
There you go.
Get out there, Norman. Norman, we love you. Miss you over there in Cleveland. Peace out to you, Norman.
Yeah, we know Cleveland's not the same place it used to be pre or post LeBron.
And once again, that's just acknowledging our interactive audience because these shows are interactive. And we have friends and family in the chat room.
That's right.
Doing things, talking to us, and they are part of the show. They are part of everything we do.
You know what? And going on, because I know everybody's basically saying, okay, give me some more sports. All right. Is the number 3 ranking of Boise State too high? Here's the question before you answer it, Mario. They're looking to go undefeated because there's really, the schedule's been set up so they really don't have any hard competition. Do you think the ranking of number 3 is too high?
It's kind of hard for me to really, Vic, I have to be really honest. With the ranking system, I never have understood it or agreed. I'm not sure I still do agree, even though I try to look now at at least what the so-called science behind it.
Right.
So, no, I don't think it's too high. Because I do think you should look at how the process is how it's determined, and tweak the process.
I understand.
But I think how about this? In the old days they just polled certain people, and the people that they polled kind of like on a certain list.
That's right.
So was that accurate?
It's hard to say.
All right.
It's
you know
hard
what I'm saying? Because before they just polled them, right? They voted.
Yeah. I mean, look, some of the rankings, especially with Associated Press, you remember they pulled out of the BCS, I believe, a few years ago, not wanting to be part of it because it is very difficult because it's the closest thing we got that works that we accept. It doesn't mean that it works the best. So I don't know, but I'm saying this. If they go undefeated, the argument is going to be very difficult. But be careful of what they call those teams performing well because I think what bumps Boise is the sake that the number 1 and number 2 teams go undefeated as well. Vic, nobody's predicting that, but that could happen.
But, Vic, here's the bottom line to me. There's going to be arguments anyway because anything short of a championship, you're going to have arguments. Because that's what the whole thing's about.
You got it.
You have the people who want a college championship, and you have the people who don't care.
Right.
And so now that's the issue. So all the other stuff is just fluff.
Right. And here's the other part. When you're part of the college environment as a student, usually you're just going for the excitement and the elements and not paying attention to the Monday morning quarterbacking that we do.
Like this picture?
I have to show this picture.
Like this picture. This picture so aptly represents Vic.
Right.
That's our attitude. The only difference is we kept the shorts up. And actually, in my picture, they're also down around the ankles.
See, look, I'm just trying to let you guys know that the students, to me, let me just say this. The college environment where they go and have their fun as it relates to what we're talking about is about what's going to happen when the games get ready to come their way. They're so in the energy of that. They're not looking at how we tweak the system. They accept the system for whatever it is because they're not being the committees of oversight. So I never get myself caught up in this delusion that I know what's best. I just look at how we entertain ourselves thinking we know what's right for them.
No, they just want to get drunk. I know what you say. I just want to break it down. That's when they get drunk
See?
and vomit.
Oh, see.
Drink, vomit, drink, vomit.
Okay, so you see.
Have sex maybe somewhere in there.
Right. This is our dream and our
That's
exercise.
college right there.
It's our dream right now to pretend like we know what's best because we've already gone through this.
I don't know. I don't know that we know what's best. Hey,
we pretend.
We certainly know how we screwed up our part.
Yes. But did we look at it as screwing up? But back in our day,
nobody does.
It was a hell of a lot of fun, bro.
Sure.
It was always
sure.
that way.
And that's why many of you are now paying that child support.
You know what?
There was a lot of fun then, though, wasn't it?
You have to spend some successful stories out of
now
something.
You paying child support.
Okay.
And you looking at her going, she looked so much better back then. And she's thinking the same thing about you.
You know what? This is no knock against what I went through yesterday. It was so funny. I was standing next to a friend of mine. And the festival can have all types of people there. Wonderful people spiritually in every sense of the word. But I leaned over, and I'll let you guess who said this. One of us leaned over to somebody's ear. I leaned over to listen, or I bent over to tell him something. So, you know, it's a lot of people here are spending the rest of their lives with people at this festival. You had to see the festival people.
Well, if they can spend the rest of their lives together,
okay.
And it's not because they are sentenced and cellmates.
Right.
If they're spending the rest of their lives of their own accord.
See,
if you can spend your if you can live with somebody right now, if you are living with someone right now,
right,
you bad.
You know what I'm saying? So you see,
and you don't want to poison them,
right? Okay, let me keep.
But you at least looked it up on the internet, didn't
you?
All
right, let me do
How
this.
to get away with murder.
Let me just stop. This is about sports, you guys.
I'm sorry. See, you went there, Vic.
I know it's my fault. It's my fault.
I'm trying to be good.
No, I know that. But see, I couldn't help but reality talk is reality talk. I'm going to talk about
what
we do in
new sports.
Right. This is how we do it. Reality talk, even though it's the new sports.
Sports in here somewhere.
Yeah. Okay. Did Boise State make a statement by winning on Virginia Tech's home field, which is something that nobody really addressed? You go to somebody else's home field because the historical reference is that Boise State, when you go into their home field on that blue turf, you're going to lose. So,
dude, the statement, yes, I guess, because the one thing, now that you mentioned it, I have it in my mind how quiet. At the end, you should have seen the stadium. Those people were like,
they're gone. They were gone.
You could have heard a rat piss on cotton.
All right.
I love to use that phrase.
I know. Okay. All right. So we also know the statement that Boise made in the coaches and the voters. Boise State made a statement by saying we went on the road our first game against a highly ranked team. They were the best highly ranked competitive teams of this new season. And they won. So to me, they made a big statement. So you can't holler at them for the rest of the year until somebody greater in the rankings come up and they play. And that's not going to happen in their conference.
But Virginia Tech made a statement too, Vic.
They did.
Because
turnovers.
And I also think, but the comeback.
Oh, I love the comeback.
There's a character issue that I like to see.
I like
that's a scrappy. See, it's not a quitting team.
Right.
They showed character, even though they made mistakes. It's how you respond after you make the mistakes. So that they showed to me a lot of character, dude.
And here's the best thing: if I had to follow a system of saying what's the best way to start off your season. I like what Virginia Tech and Boise State did. They said, you know what? You can afford to lose easy and early in the season. When I say easy, it's because you get better as the season goes along. They can drop a loss and recover in the rankings faster than you do lose a game at the end of the season. So here's the part that I like.
That's all computer. That's the part I didn't understand because that was computer. They were trying to explain that on the TV. And I couldn't understand why this loss would affect more of the other things.
Yeah, it's a weighting balance thing. But what they say is if at the end of the day you're 11-0 and have one game left and you're in the top 3 or 4 and you lose a game, you're almost out of it. But if you win a game early and you go undefeated the rest of the season, because the sheer loss of other teams, you stand.